Hello everybody, so a bit later than I was expecting. Just waiting for people to come along now. So while I'm waiting, just set something up here. Hello! So, I'm going to be right back. Right, I just need to go and get my compost, so I'll be right back, okay? Because as you can tell, I'm running a little bit behind at the moment. I forgot me lock and keys. So I went home and then like I say, I forgot to pick my lock and keys up. So yeah, so actually that. So I'm gonna go and get the compost and everything brought in. So I'll be right back. Right. Hello everybody. Hello again. So sorry, I had to go and get my compost from the car. As you can tell, I'm running a bit behind. I did say 10 o'clock, but I'm here now. And I've got everything else there sorted. Get that door shut. It's warm enough in here. Good evening to the 14 people currently in attendance. So, just bear with me, I just need to get myself sorted out. Get my stuff up. Yeah. Right. Apologies. So, let's see if hello to everybody that's here. So far, hello small garden, big dreams. Hello Ayleswitch. Hello Rachel. 3000%. Danny Thirk, Will, and everybody else that's coming along there. So I've been down to Wilkinson's this morning to pick up some more perlite and vermiculite for this evening's session. So let's see if I can get a bit more done today than I did last week, because I didn't really get much done last week. Hello Anne. So I've got my pots and everything I sorted out. Get my tools sorted. So I just need to get my compost made. So once I've done that, let's get started potting on with everything that's behind me here, behind the door. So compost knife. The old knife I have to do, because I don't know where my other one is. I'm terrible for putting things down and leaving it. My knife, but I've got my Stanley knife. It's a bit better. Just need to be careful. I'm fine, Mark. Thanks very much for asking. been a bit of a difficult one at work today, but nothing in our Potton can't solve. Just to forget all the troubles. So, this compost has been sitting in the car all day today. So it's been lovely and warm, which is a good start. Oh, it is, it's still nice and warm now. Now, I'm at work tomorrow, but I'm not at work till later on in the day. I'm on a late shift tomorrow, so the plan tonight is to get the things potted on in here, the sweet peppers and things like that, and some of the chilies at the back there. Then once that's done, hello Martin, and once that's done, it means tomorrow morning when I get up and come down, I can make a start on the polytunnel, because I've got my polytunnel sorted out. So I've got my polytunnel sheet here. I need to sand off the hoops. I need to line the hoops up properly. So because I noticed when I'm standing at my granddad's allotment that I can see that there's a bit of a dip in one of the hoops. So I need to sort that out. There we go. Yeah, so I need to sort that out. So I'll have to get that done tomorrow morning. I've got my hotspot tape as well. Sorry about that. So I'm busy using Humax at the minute. That's all I ever use at the moment. Since the debacle what happened with Clover that I tried. That's all I'm using. Good stuff. It's really good stuff. Supposedly we can only get it up here as well. I was speaking to Dave's allotment, and he stated that some of the guys are having difficulties down south trying to get it sourced. So, but this is really good stuff. I hardly get any roughage. If anything, nothing, no roughage or anything in here. So, just giving that a bit of a mix up. I'll give it a bit of a mix together. Good old charge. It's a bit nippy tonight. It's a bit cooler than what I was expecting it. So I had the heater on today. The heater's been on tonight as well. Good look. Like that. So we'll have to start buying these in bigger packs because they're starting to run out. Small garden, hello Anne. So small garden, what I'm potting on tonight, I'm going to be potting on my sweet peppers, which are been ready to pot on for a little while now. Sorry, I would have had all this prepared, but like I say, I left me house keys. Class in it. Bloody hell. I wouldn't dream of that, like. Right, so sprinkle of perlite. That's a good point, and I hope you didn't hurt your hand. Well, you know, a dash, it's enough in there. A dash of this, a dash of that. From what I feel, that'll be enough to go in there. That perlite's just getting into my chest there, and done my throat. So yeah, I've got a busy full week ahead in a minute. Like I say, I'm going to plan on getting the polytunnel cover on Friday, but there's a lot of preparation to be done prior to me just coming over and putting the tunnel cover on. So maybe Grandad's going to be getting it done on Friday morning. So look out for this week's update. I'm going to put that on this week. I did mention to my granddad that I was coming down tonight, and the first thing he said to us was, "You do realise it's dark at night?" There's no lights on down at the allotment. Well, Granda, I've already showed you before, but no. Okay, so who was that there? Ivan. So about the charger I put in. Okay, so I'm just trying it this year. I've never used it before, but a lot of the top growers are using it. They've started making good noises regards of it as well. So it's basically a soil conditioner. So it helps with roots and helps the plant, and it helps invigorate the plant as well. It's all natural ingredients as well. It's just basically beetle poop. So it's a bit like a mini fertilizer sort of thing, just to help out. So I wouldn't put it in when I'm starting my seedlings, but I would put it in when I'm potting on. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. Martin, it's already filled up and I haven't even got the tunnel sorted yet. Right, so let's get started here. I really need to get this sorted out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 pots, get this sorted out. Apologies if I miss any questions or anything like that. As you can see, I'm what's happening? It's a bit of cut moss from last year. So that's all it is. I've never added anything yet to anything. When it comes to the peppers and things, I just let them get on with it, and all I fed everything with last year was I got a Hessian bag. I got some cow manure off my granddad. I filled that up, filled the Hessian bag up with cow manure, and I fed everything once a week up until a few weeks before, till the middle of the season. Then I fed it twice a week. But last year I had a lot of issues, a lot of problems with weeds and things like that, which I didn't keep on top of. I didn't really have a good season in regards to brassicas and stuff neither. The only good brassicas I had were red cabbage. That was it. So come this year, everything that we're getting, I'll be doing a lot of things a lot better. So I'll be covering everything properly. I've put in just small amounts of different varieties of things. Everything which has grown great, which I've not blown my own trumpet, but it's probably the best plant stock that I've had ever. That's just down to all the hard work I've done previously. And also I would say the Mycor's helping, the Charger's helping, the Vermiculite, the Perlite, everything's helping. Being able to get the correct conditions down here as well helps a lot. So I'm very happy with how things have turned out so far, along with the flowers as well. I'm over the moon with the flowers. I mean, it's only my first year for me flowers. Becky's allotment, I've already limed. So I had a lot of problem last year in regards to my brassica getting club root, particularly the bottom two beds. I put 144 cabbages in, different varieties, and I barely got 10. So that's something I'm trying to sort out this year. I've actually put I've limed the beds. I did it earlier on in the year. I've limed the beds, I fed the beds, and now the beds that I had problems with last year are now the potato beds. So the first earlies are in there, the second earlies are in there, and I've got to put the main crop in. I'm still yet to put my main crop in, which is quite surprising. It's just I haven't got a chance to get it done yet. So that's another job on the to-do list to get done as soon as possible. As of next week, I will start be putting all of my brassicas and things in the ground. Right, so let's see what we've got here. Excuse me. There we go. So we'll start with, they're all potted in. No, not them. So we'll get the big tray over. So a big tray of goodies. So big tray of goodies with sweet peppers. So there's some good little plants there. I don't know what these ones were in the middle here. Let's have a look. California Wonder. Oh, excuse me. I think I've got a fly in my throat there. I think I'll have to see if I can find a drink from somewhere. Bear with us, I need to go get a drink because this is really tickling throat. Sorry about that. It's handy having some fresh water in a sink there. Oh, I think I swallowed a fly or a spider or something there. But yeah, extra protein. That is something I would like to have, Alan, but at the current moment in time, I don't have any. So, right, what am I getting on with here? So what we've got here is, we've got some Romano sweet peppers, we've got some California Wonder, and we've also got some mini reds, sweet mini red. So, I'm going to need a lot more pots here. So, let's have a think, how many am I going to need? I'm only going to pot on now what I need, okay? So, for what I'm going to need, how many different varieties have I got? I've got them ones there, which need to be potted on as well. Got some more to be potted on. What's them ones? Oh, I've got tons of them ones. What them ones there? So them ones and them ones. So these are all sweet peppers, so they're three different varieties of sweet peppers. I'll split in threes. I can't split 20 into 3. That's no good. So, anyways, let's see if I can get some more pots. Small pots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 10 of each. 10 of each, then that'll be done for sweet peppers. I'll not need 10 plants, so I'll just give the rest away. I'll give the rest to the kids at school. Lesson learned. Don't put too much stuff in, Dean. Don't put too many seeds in. I mean, does anybody else, when you're potting things, when you're sowing seeds at the beginning, think, oh, but that's not going to be enough to do me? When in reality, all you need is about 8 plants. Anybody else do that? Does it? Because to me, it just looks empty. I think that's the reason why I've got so much stuff. It's because I don't like seeing spaces or anything bare. So 1, 2, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, champion. So I know I've got more space there. Let's get started. So oh no, can't. I'm just reading through some messages. Thanks very much, guys. Yeah, I'll do that as well. 20 Cape gooseberries. Yeah, that's exactly what I've done here. This is exactly Rachel. This is Rachel Jane. This is exactly what I've done here. I didn't think these would come up. Then they did come up, and then now I'm stuck with Sony. So I will end up giving some of these away, or selling them, or whatever. I'm not really fussed. So like I was mentioning, there's a couple of guys down here. One's just started. Excuse me. I'll offer him some, and I'll give the rest of the kids at schools. So just put it there. Because these are the ones I'm keeping. I'll put a bit of Myco in to help with the roots, because it does often make a difference. That being said, just a sprinkle, just to help out. There we go. Right, so let's get started. Before I start, let's have a seat. Good morning, Jackie. Yeah, I've waited for my partner getting in from work, from her dancing class, so this is my time at the moment to get stuff potted on. Oh no, I've run out of labels. I will have to bring some more milk cartons down. So what we've got here? Sweet pepper mini red. So sweet pepper mini red. So that's them ones. Next ones. California Wonder, it's a favourite. under. And last but not least is a couple of potting on. I'm forgetting to pick up labels. Romano mixed. So there's me 3, and I'll do 10 of each, and that should cover me for the coming season. So I'll be enough for there. No Morton, I don't. I just use what I do. I did last year. If regards to keeping on with me compost, I just buy what I need when I need it. I'm not really one for keeping an eye on things and seeing when they need to be. When I need to, like I say, when I need it, I just buy it. At the minute, I've got a couple of bags in the car there, and just these are the last things I'll be potting on. So everything else has already been potted on. The only things I will be potting on my granddad's leeks, which I haven't yet sorted out yet. I mean, there we've got a canny little root. Good little petar plant in it. Well, good root. Hello from down under. Hello, Sandra. Thanks for joining. So let's see if I can get these down into the hole, the little hole I've just created. So get that down into there like that. I've just thought, actually, I've got 20 chilies plants, which should be going in the middle greenhouse. I'm going to have 10, 20, 30 sweet peppers, and I've also got some poblano and long spark chilies there as well. And I've also got some other bell peppers here as well. I'm going to have to put things outside. Uh-oh. I kind of got too much stuff and not enough room, to which I'm going to have to sort that situation out as well. It's going to have to be sorted out. Come on, there we go. I know you like that soil, but you've got to go into some fresh stuff. I've kind of done these holes a bit too small, yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my polytunnel put on. That's going to be fun. And I can get the onions and everything in. Put in the onions, the leeks, the quality onions can go in the tunnel. So I can put some of the marigolds in the tunnel as well. There's lots of things that can go in that tunnel. It's already been planned out. All the way down to the watering, because I've got some weepy hoses to go in, some soaker hoses to go in, just like the big boys do. All this was purchased prior. Somebody mentioned there what I do for a living. Well, actually, due to everything that happened prior, I've only actually started working a couple of weeks ago. So this was my job, so to speak. I got everything prepared, ready for the spring season coming on. So I've been in my current job for a couple of weeks now. The shifts are a bit all over the place, but I'm enjoying it. And at the moment in time, I can just do what I can, basically when I can do it. I've got a late night shift tomorrow night, so I'll not be down tomorrow night. So I'll be down here tomorrow morning once the kids are at school. Then once that's done, my granddad will take care of the watering on an evening. So I just got to let him know what's happening. And he's very, very kind like that. But to try and make things easier for him, I've been looking at getting gravity drip feed systems installed in the greenhouses and things. But obviously these all cost money, and at the time I didn't have any money, so I'm just trying to do a bit of catch up at the moment. So when the leeks and everything go into the polytunnel, they'll have to be watered every day. To which my granddad's absolutely fantastic for that kind of thing. Apologies if I'm missing any questions here. I will revert back and have a quick look through once I get sorted. But I do need to get these done. As much as I love chatting to you and having a look through your messages and stuff, I didn't get much done because I was talking too much the last time. Right, that's a sweet mini pepper, sweet red, right, sweet ones. Yes, and Grandad Dave does have an allotment. His allotment is 2 doors down that way. So he's got all of his stuff, and he's got me chickens on there as well. Our chickens, he looks after them basically, and I get the eggs, I pay for the food and stuff, what we both do anyways. Just having a quick look here as well. So that would be hello Sandra from Brisbane. I said that before. Yes, I need a new plot, Martin. And I've been doing it with my stuff I've got sitting outside at the moment. I'm petrified that the snails are going to get to them, but they've been alright so far. Becky's allotment, I've got some Ailsa Craig, some standard tomatoes busy growing at home at the moment, so they'll be going outside. Getting help with the polytunnel, Sharon. Yes, me and my granddad's going to sort that out. Yeah, we've already got stuff prepared for it. Grandad Dave, yes, has allotment like I mentioned. Alright, Dave. I'm cracking on alright. And Kirby, show you around one day. Show me around my granddad's allotment. Is that what you mean? Because I can't do that. I'll be able to do that one day I'm back down. He's only got a half a plot, but his setup and everything is really good. But he's had an issue with his fire this year. But his tomatoes are just his tomatoes are just absolutely amazing. The plants and everything it does. I'll not be growing any tomatoes next year in my greenhouse, at home or down here, because all I'll do is just put them in, give them to me granddad, and then I'll leave them to him, because his temperatures and everything are great. His tomatoes will be from seed to that within a week, then a bit higher as well than that. He gets a fantastic crop off him as well. So there we go. Yes, everybody, Dave from Dave's Allotments joined with. So if you want to say hello, say hello. So, hello Dave. Your where's it gone? I do have your, where's it gone? Not outside, is it? I've got that much stuff knocking around. Where the hell's that gone? I don't know, I'll put the lights on next one. Woohoo, where are you? I thought I brought it in. I did bring it in. Dave, I've got your squash knocker around here somewhere. I know I remember showing people it this morning. Wait, on my video anyways, but it's sitting in here somewhere. We'll have to find it. It's hiding somewhere, I know it is. It's behind us with lots of other things. Never mind. Anyways, so I've got the California one I put on now. Just quick have a look here. Yep. So California Wonder. So I've got these. Champion. Dave, I was just saying, mate. I've got absolute tons and tons of sweet peppers. So if you want any, give us a shoot. Just give us a shout, and I'll drop some off when I come down. So I'm only potting on 10 of each variety, and I've got 3 different varieties at the moment. Sorry, a lie. I've got 4 different varieties, because I've got some seed that I got off Paul Rochester, the guy who does who's got the current world record for the largest leek, heaviest leek. You'll have seen his face around, no doubt. But I've picked some. I've got some sweet peppers. I got a sweet pepper off him, which was off a world record he mentioned to me, and that's them at the moment. So there we go. Got them to put on. Kelly, cucumbers. No, I haven't got any cucumbers this year, because last year I put a few in and I didn't get any. Sorry, they didn't get eaten. I did have some good ones, but they didn't get eaten. And like I've said in the past, what's the point in growing stuff if it's not going to get used? So that's the reason why I'm not doing cucumbers this year. And I just don't have the space for them, to be honest. So they've been disowned, so to speak. Not be doing them this year, as I'm trying a few different things. I'm still getting to terms as to where to put things at the current moment in time. So the likes of my tomatoes and stuff, I'm putting them in the ground this year instead of putting them in pots. But I will be putting some in pots as long as I've got some pots left over to put them in. excuse me, sorry, I just had my tea before I came out. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm not doing cucumbers, because they'll not get eaten basically. To be fair, I have done kind of the opposite with the radish and lettuce and stuff, but I do like picking the fresh lettuce for my sandwiches. In regards to the radish doesn't get eaten, but it's a quick turnaround crop. So I don't mind growing that, because you can actually put before you put your carrots in. This is a tip for you as well, which I didn't actually put on the video. Before you put your carrots in, if you put your carrots in and sow radish at the same time, by the time your radish is ready, your carrots will just be starting to poke through. Or you'll be able to pull the radish out before it starts taking over any further. So that's the California Wonder sorted out. I think, is it? Oh no. Uh-oh. They're all the same. I put 3 rows of each in. Oops. Oh well, never mind. So instead of getting 10 sweet mini reds, I'm getting 20. Oh, it just goes to show you, doesn't it? Men can't do 2 things at the same time. Yes, it does. Raj does help block weeds as well. Can you put the cucumbers out? Scotland, it's a bit cold at the minute, and I wouldn't recommend it. And on top of that, I would harden them off before you put them out. Don't just shock them into going outside straight away. That's why I've got my stuff outside, my brassicas and everything hardening off in an enclosed space. What else was there? Get put on. No bother, Dave. I've got a few peppers. I'll bring them down when I see you sometime this next couple of weeks, next week or so. Hello, Amanda. I'm doing fine. Thanks very much. How is yourself? Right, so I need to get these California Wonders in this time. So these ones here. Stuck at the bottom of the pot. Come on. Bit of gentle persuasion. Get out. It's one of them that was no good. You're going in the bin. Sorry. Onto the compost heap with you, my friend. Well, these all need a good drink after I've finished this, so I'll stick them in the. I'll put them in the tray for them to soak overnight, and that'll be them sorted out. I mean, these little cups I got from Lidl. Sorry, they are handy. I think at £3.99 you get the tray and everything underneath as well. They are handy and they do last a little while. I mean, they're only for potting, but I think next year, even though I've been successful with these this year, I think I'm just going to go back to my trays. I like putting my stuff in the trays. I like sewing them in the trays, then just pricking them out. Unless I put them straight into these pots here, and it's going to save me doing all of this potting on. So I think that's going to be the task next year, is when I sow seeds to put them in these little jelly cups and then leave them. Because even with the brassicas and things like that, I can put 2 in per pot, then leave them in there up until the point they can go taken out. So I have to wait and see what the differences are to come this year and next year, because I can do that. But the way my mind's working this year is that if you start off small and gradually do it, I know it takes a lot more time. I know it takes a lot more time to spend in potting on every so often, but if you start with a small plant and you put it in if you put it in a pot that's just big enough for it at the time, then once it gets a little bit too big for that, pot onto something a little bit bigger, so it's just feeding itself a little bit now, a little bit every often, little and often. You get a steadier plant instead of just sticking it in a massive pot for it to take forever to build up its root system and stuff. I mean, these roots here are absolutely fantastic. I mean, this just for the one there and the one little. I could leave that in there quite happily, but like I say, I'm potting them on. I'm finding it difficult to get them out of the small pots at the moment. But even now, you can see there. I mean, I don't know if you can. So you can see on there, it's got a tiny little root system on it. There's no charge or anything on there. It's just the normal standard. It's normal Humax compost. Turn that last bit off there. Is it just? No, it is. That's the top setting. I may have to move these a little bit later on. depending on how long I'm on here, because my phone charger case has broken. So I've only got my phone battery and also my charger here, which is also powering my lights. So I need to get, just be careful with those. And my consumption. So it's 2 there, which is good. I can see there's a few more questions and comments on there. I'll have a look as soon as I finish doing these ones. Hello to everybody that's just joined as well, joined in. Welcome. And welcome to all the new subscribers and everybody as well. Right, I just need one more. So one in here, that's just by itself. That one there will do. But already lesson learned for next year. Don't put so much stuff in, Gina, you'll have less to do. The flowers is fine because I can give flowers away. But when it comes to things like these peppers and stuff, I've put far too much stuff in. So now I know for next year not to put so much stuff in. So that is them done. So we'll just move these across. California Wonder, California Wonder. Them there as well. So I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 11 California Wonder there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 Sweet Mini Reds. Romano, I made a few of them as well, but I'll have to move these first. Chest. Just playing up. Over there. Put them over there as well. Now I just potted this on the other day. This is my Shirley. So I've got 2 of these for this year to give a go and have a go, because I know these are F1 variety and you can't self-seed off them, but a lot of people grow them and supposedly they're a nice tomato, and well, I'll give everything a go. Give anything and everything a go. See, all I'm doing with this, the compost that's being used, I'm just mixing it in with the old stuff. You're probably not supposed to, but as far as I can see it, I fed this compost, so it's just adding a little bit more. It's also recycling kind of thing as well. I've had no issues with it. So I've got them there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I mean, there's not really much you can do on a night time, but rather than just potting on. I mean, I was watching. I was quite impressed. I know I've got this little solar setup here at the moment, but I was watching Tony from UK Here We Grow's latest update with his shed, and his solar setup, what he's just done, is exactly the kind of thing that I want down here at the allotment. I want to be kind of self-sufficient with regards to power down here, and when I get sorted with my pumps and my thermostats and my fans and all of them kinds of things, I want to be able to get timers and switches and some proper lights in here, and some nice brighter lights. I'll be able to take these ones home, use these ones home, or whatever. I'll put these ones in the shed over there, or whatever I want to get done. But his setup that he's just done up there is exactly the kind of thing that I want, and I think he's done a great job up there as well. And it's handy the fact that I've got a father who's a Sparky as well, so I'll be asking him for his help when I get sorted out. I'll be able to join up all of the sheds and get them all lit up, and I've got some more plans for the bottom of the garden as well, depending on how things go in the next few years. It involves a large building and a shed, potentially another polytunnel, but I can only use the space that's on my land at the moment, and we'll just have to wait and see how things go. Just noticed they're looking pretty dry at the top. I do this quite often as well. I start one job and I see another thing that needs doing, and I end up just doing that as well. But I'm guessing more like that over. We'll see the comments here. Hello Phil. Well, it's Jackie Coma, take the soil off. Well, the Mycore that I'm using is a root stimulant. Like I say, I've reused the soil, but that's just the way I've done things. I've always done it. I could, if I wanted to, just leave the pot in here in a cup, like fill the cup up and just fill it in like there, which I would do normally. But for the sake of how much compost I'm going to use, I just put them in fresh compost and give them a new lease of food, lease of life sort of thing. Because there's no point in them sitting in already used stuff, unless they're in the big leeks and things like that, and the big onions, which I'm not going to keep on doing it for them, because basically these go from here, they'll go into their final pots, which will be the rose buckets. Now I know I've mentioned before not putting them in too big of a thing, too big of a pot, and just gradually setting them up, but due to time restraints and stuff like that, these will be going into the large pot straight away after this. So I'm just separating them off, what I need, what I want, then take it from there. So here we go. These are the Romano ones, stuck at the bottom of the pot. It's a great little plant, lovely little plant. Just get a shake, separate the roots. There we go. Oh, I'm putting on my corn. I do still have tomato pot on at home as well, so I will be getting them done when I get a chance. We're just having the new lights in the new party greenhouse. I'll be getting I'll be doing some more potting on down at home as well. Let them branch out. Sorry, I can hear somebody out the back there. I think there might be somebody in the houses. They can't be shown for me, all I can see that the light. You can see the lights on, that's it. 4 plants in this one. I don't want that one, there's 4 plants in there. And 2 ones look nice. Get out! Don't be gentle with your plants. Don't be gentle with your plants. How many hours do I spend down the allotment? Well, as many hours as I possibly can, to be honest. Well, especially in the spring when it's busy. I get to spend as much time as I can down here. So any time that I'm free, or I haven't got the kids, or anything like that, or the kids haven't got nothing on, or like for example now, when the kids are in bed, I mean, unfortunately I've not been able to see much of the wife today due to work and coming down here to get this done, which I do feel bad for. But she understands that it's a busy time. And once everything's in, get out. Once everything's in, I'll be able to spend a bit more time at home, because all I have to do is come down and water everything. So, like I say, it's just a busy time at the minute. So, on average, a couple hours a day. So, say about 14 hours a week, something like that. Something along them lines. But I do a lot of stuff at home as well, which helps out. These are probably already too big for these pots, but we'll give them a chance. We'll chance them. I tried a bit of an experiment last year where I put these sweet peppers in 2.5 litre pop bottles. So they were 3 litre pop bottles. They were actually cider bottles, which I managed to recycle, not just for myself but from other people as well. Then from there, they grew, but to be honest, they didn't really grow that well. So this is the reason why I've got my chrysanthemums in them at the moment. I'm going to put the croissants in there, then I'll put them in the ground, outside. I'll leave a few in buckets and I'll put some, I'll find somewhere outside for them. Whether that be in the orchard or what. I'll decide that when it comes to it, because to be honest, I'm not really a plan kind of guy. I don't know when to plan to put stuff in. I don't know when to put it in for what. It's something I'm going to have to build on in the future if I was to decide to do any shows. It's something I'll have to look into, because I've already got in my head regards to show dates and stuff like that. From what I've been told, you've got to sow your seed for your show plants 100 days before the show, and it gives it plenty of time to get ready. But I don't know now to do that because I've just started, so we'll see how things go for next year. Oh, also, what I say it, if the plants haven't germinated, their compost is still viable, so get it reused. So that's the last of that one. So there's the Romano mixed, the California Wonder, and the Mini Reds. So that's all of them done. So get them put there. Push these all across, and these are all the spare ones, to which I'll pop a few up for you, Dave. And that's them. And they'll be put away for next year. I'll give them a wash out when this time comes. I'll have a look at the messages in a second. How's everybody else's days been anyways? How's your week? How's your gardening going on? How's your planting getting on? Is everybody on track? Is there anything people are trying new this year, or does anybody want to share any funny gardening experiences or anything like that? Hello to everybody, all 42 of yous. Good night, that's a witch. Night, Eric, guys. I know you're probably already gone. Let's put these in here. Let's have a see here. Night, there's witch. Nice speaking to you again. There was how many spends. Yes, I do have green fingers. They're a bit black at the minute. Yes, Jackie Coleman, my family does come down every now and then. I did originally have the kids a little play area set up, but I need the land, so I've taken that back home and letting them have their garden back, the back garden. I'm not too sure, Jackie Coleman, again with regards to the show entries. I'm just going to have a view of a few shows this year and see how things go. Mine aren't show worthy. I don't know what mine are going to be like, Sharon. I'm just going to see how they go. I mean, my leeks are terrible, like they've been thrip damaged and everything, but that's just from previous, from where I got them from. But that's something I learned from last year. Yeah, I've done that before in RG Crone. I've catching chickens. It's been fun. Becky, keep on top of it, little and often, for your second plot. Sandra, Prestige, trying new parsnips for the first time this year. Good on you, champion, great. Just bear in mind, don't like manure, so just be careful with that. Okra, I've never tried okra before. Artichokes, music. Dave's the man for artichokes. He's got a globe artichoke on his allotment, and it's the never-ending artichoke. Never stops. Interested in keeping any livestock. To be honest, G. Coon, I haven't. I've got chickens at my granddad's. He takes care, look after them, and I go over and see them every now and then. It helps out as well, clean them out and stuff. But regards to livestock, I just don't have the time with the family and everything. We're trying melons as well this year. I've got a few here, which I'll show you. I need to get them potted on, to be honest. So for the melon challenge, I've got I've got 5 there out of 9. So they are the honeydew, and I've also got 2 sugar baby, which have started. So I've got 2 out of 9 sugar baby as well. So that's how I'm getting on at the moment. What we got here? Yeah, oh, by the way, Martin, fantastic. Like I mentioned in your video that you sent us, top man, crack on with that. Go for it. I sent you some more tips and stuff to get started. If you want to get started, do it. But by all means, do it. You're a busy man. Your allotment's fantastic, and you spend a lot of time on that, so I would recommend it. I've grown fennel before, Amanda. That's lovely. It's a nice licoricey smell as well. But I'm not doing cougar melons. The cougar melons that people I've spoken to, they've just totally, they look nice, but nah. Debbie Barnes, who lives up my way as well, I'm gonna have to go down and show you our garden, because our garden's immaculate. It's fantastic. It's just up her alley. It's just up her street. She's got a lovely big pond in there as well. She's just done herself, which has inspired me as well, because the kids loved it, and it is something I want to get down on the plot as well. Who else is there? It would be a nice track here, get a few acres and just live off the land. I'm based in Northumberland, G. Crome. I'm in and around Cromlin and Bellet and things like that. Call your sunflower smells funny. What kind of smells funny do you mean? It smells funny. Now, is it rotten, or what do you mean by it smells funny? Oh well, Amanda, yeah. You got to do what the subscribers ask. People are after, in demand. But to be honest, I only grow, and I'll just tell everybody here as well, I only grow what I'm going to use, because what's the point in growing it? What's the point in spending all that time, the money, the investment time, the space and stuff that you're not going to grow, you're not going to use? So that's where my stance is. Okay, so I've got on next to pot on. Just pop these across here. So, Dave, if you're still on, I've got some spares there. So, ask me Grant if you want any. Then I'll head some over to yourself, matey. Right, okay, so 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So that's the ones. I'll just pop these at the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, all you can see is my head, which isn't very entertaining. There we go. I'm going to have to go and get another drink as well. I don't know where my cup is, to be honest. Let's get this water here. I was over at a friend's garden the other day, last week, and I was having a look at how he does his feeding trays, his water trays, and it's just uses plastic and a few staples, which is exactly what I'm after for in here for the time being, because what the plan originally was to get the fire and everything in here, get the fire in here, then do what Paul Rochester has done. It is build sides up, put a baseline down, put some sand down, and feed water cables in. So the hot water from the fire would then feed, we'll get a pump, a mini pump, and a timer and a switch, and pump hot water through for the base. That's the plan with that. Whether or not I do it due to what's going on with the potential fires and stuff situation is a different matter. So we'll just I've just got to keep an eye on that and see how things progress over the year. With those, so what I've got on here, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100% germination with a long spark chili, and I've got 2 with these as well, so 5, so we need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 long spark. So these here, okay, are the chilies that I won on Life at the Allotment. Once again, there's a guy called Seb. Apologies to Seb if you do watch this. I'm not going to even attempt to try and say your last name, I'm afraid, because I can't remember it. But yeah, I got one of his giant sunflower seeds, the one that was the same size as his house, the ones that you've seen in the past previous videos, the one that was that Chris Pugh was kind enough to send to myself. Just sent me 2 No, the one she won. And the one that she kept. Sorry, I've just remembered. The one that she kept, she put on her windowsill. We both started our sunflowers on the same day for the challenge. Then our husband had a bit of a tidy up. And sorry if I sorry. He thought it was spent compost. So when she was out, he went and he chucked a sunflower out with the compost. Sorry, it had me in stitches. It did. I was killing myself laughing because I could have just loved. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall. She's dead. I'm not even going to attempt her accent. She's Welsh. Jeff, what are you doing? Where's my sunflower gone? So what sunflower? The plant pot I had on the windowsill. There was a sunflower in there. Yes, you Burke. It was. What are you doing with it? Well, it's out. It's outside now. It's in the bin. The bin may have already been. Oh, it did. It tickles. It did. It really did. Oh, yeah. I'll just fill these up. There's two of them there. He is so funny. So funny. But I think she's getting her own back because she sent us a picture the other day and the poor Jeff, her husband, tripped over and hurt his knee. I think she's tripped him up, to be honest. So that's you, Chris Pugh. We know the truth. It was you. You tripped him up. And if you're not on here to deny it, then it must be true. Hopefully for timing anyways, because I seem to be having a lot of fun here again. So time's probably going to be getting away from myself. So where we're sitting at the minute, nearly an hour, bloody Nora. Oh, that's a shame, Sandra. Amanda's allotment. I've got a few guys near me. Neil, Grandad's allotment is actually down the road from where I am at the moment. He actually lives around the corner from me and I walk past his allotment every day. Yes, Rachel, Jane, little nothing. I do mine once in the morning, once in the evening now. Somebody asked before about do all land. I've seen. Oh, bugger. Right, hello then, off the movies. Sorry. Just put this down here for a second. Because my phone is down to 20%. Oh, sorry. I just need to plug these in and move me. Oh, plug in, my light goes off. Oh, stuck. Oh man. Well, guys, looks like it's going to have to be called a night due to my phone. Oh my goodness, what's happened there? There we go. Sorry about that. Due to my phone dying, man, which is a shame, as I can't plant on in the dark. Try this again because I've got full battery there, so it shouldn't be an issue really. Don't go off. I said don't go off. Don't you do that neither. Don't go off. Stay on. Oh man. Right. Oh my goodness. Nope, that's not going to work. So basically, man, bloody freaking stupid thing. Grr. Well, that idea's gone to pot. Tell you what, let's keep going till my phone dies. Just need to charge in any case, doesn't it? Got to let's see if I close things off and let's see how long it can last. These guys I can't change in this over. Like I say, my phone charger case is broken, so that's the reason as to why it's not. Hello, Macas, welcome. Yeah, so bear with us. I'm just going to change a few settings on here, see if I can prolong the life. So I'm back live. Down. Okay, so like I say, as soon as me there we go. So as soon as my battery dies, if I go, that'll be that. Okay, so I get on here, get these all done, then I'll head off back home. Because at the moment in time, I'm absolutely parched for a drink. All the shops are shut. I should pick some drink up before I left. Right, so there, and there. So these ones I'm putting on now are the Poblano, or the long spag. They're the long spag. These ones are the Poblano. So these are the Poblano that I won off Life at the Allotment. I'll get finished potting on. Like I say, I've got plenty of light to be getting on with, but it's just my phone, unfortunately. My phone's about to die. I do have my charger down here, but it's busy using the light, and it looks like I can't use both things at the same time, so I can't use the light at the same time as I charge my phone up. So unfortunately, that's that. So let's look here. So there's one. There's two. What I'm going to plan on doing is for these, because considering you guys are enjoying these as much as I am, what I'm going to do in the future, I'm going to try and get another phone sorted out, because I've got a few at home at the moment. I'm going to try and get another phone sorted out, and I might do a live stream on Facebook at the same time as I do a live stream on YouTube, because then regards to the YouTube stream, we can get people involved, so we can get a couple of people online as well. So you can get, so people if wanted to come on and say hello, if you want to ask any questions, we could sort that out. So you can ask them to me face. So we'll do face-to-face sort of thing as well. So if you are interested in something like that, it's something I can look at, moving forward with technology. Because I've probably missed a lot of people's questions on here at the moment, due to me looking down and things. Like I say, if you want to do that, by all means, I don't mind doing it whatsoever. So I might look at that in the short future. But I'm starting to run out of things to pot on. So put them right up against there like that. That doesn't need to be on there. But I am looking forward to getting chilies popped into the air pots, the 3 litre air pots. Then that'll be them sorted and done. Put that there. Just to separate all of these off so I know what's what. So that's them, so that is all of the sweet peppers potted on. I just need these last ones to pot on, which are the Paul Rochester ones. I'll put a few of these on, and then that'll be those done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more of these to put on, then I think I'll call it 10, 9, 10. I'll do around 10. I'll do around 10. Let's have a see here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So mix them up, mix that up, mix it up, mix it up. I do need to pot. I do need next year. I'm going to be buying some new pots. So I'm going to get the square pots for potting on and things, and I'm going to get them in different sizes and stuff. So I'll get them in from starting from the smallest, then moving on up. Like I say, I haven't quite figured out the potting systems yet and the sizes of the pots. I just eyeball everything. So if I look at something and I go, right, well, that's too big for that pot, I'll just have a look at the next one and I'll go, oh, well, that'll fit in there. that'll do that for the next one. So for example, from these ones, if I was to pot on again, I'll go from them to them. So they'll be fitting there, and there'll be a bit more space. Maybe it's a bit bigger. So at the minute I'm just eyeballing it. Who is this? Let's have a see here. Sandra, thanks very much for that that comment. Thanks very much for subscribing. Yes, I've labelled them. Good night, Rachel. I'll be doing my seeds in the dark. Aye, I would if I could see. So that'll be them. That's exactly what I'll be doing with these. Like I say, when it comes to the potting on the lights and everything, I want to get some solar lights and run off batteries and things like that down here. Then I'll be able to use the solar charger here for charging my phone up. Alternatively, using the big batteries to charge my phone up, using the socket and things like that. But the times will come. There's plenty of things I've got in my mind at the moment what I want to get done on the plot, and a lot of it is involving technology. Whereas a lot of people are already getting on with it now, I'm looking at possibly doing it in the future. But whereas a lot of the guys have got absolutely fantastic setups and stuff like that already, I see I'm just at the start of my allotment journey, so I've got all of that to look forward to. But it is a joy to behold the other guys' plots as well. For some of the guys' stuff I've seen, you can tell it's been well established for years, and that's the way they like to grow their stuff, and they're always improving on it. And sometimes it's not what you know, but who you know. So these peppers, these giant peppers, see there's freaking tons of them here. So just separate a few of them off. So there's one, there's two. Give them a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. 3, 4, 5, 6. These I didn't think these would come neither. 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, I've still got all of these ones here, which I'll pop in some new compost here, just for the time being. I've still got tons of them, tons and tons of them. I've got some spare chilies here as well. I've got tons of spare stuff now. I've got tons of spare stuff. So like I say, if you're in and around me, I'm in and around Bedletton and Crabnetton and Bedletton Station and stuff like that. Chopping and Guidepost, just in general Northumberland, southeast Northumberland. If you really like anything, just drop me a message, and you can either come to see me, which I love, by the way. I love guys who like to come and visit. You're more than welcome to. Just drop me a message and you come down. There. You can walk them up and come down, fill your boots and come and get some. Like I say, I do like to take stuff to people's allotments with me when I go and do a visit, or if I go and if somebody's offered to give me something, I do like to take something with me. I never like to go empty-handed. 10% battery. What we got here? I need more carrots. Do I? Eat some carrots. Alright, yeah, do supposed to make a scene in the dark, Macca's eye. Do I sell much? No, I don't sell any of it, Jackie. Don't sell any of it. Any spares I've got, I give away to the schools, kids' schools, gardening projects and things like that. I'm actually taking some stuff down tomorrow. I do like Rachel Jane states. I like to sort of swap plants. So yeah, it is certainly is a good way to be. Certainly am hardcore gardening. Yeah, so what I like to swap. I think that's the way forward. It's how everybody used to do it back in the day. And if I've got something, like I say, I don't like going anywhere empty-handed. If somebody's got something that they think would be beneficial for me, then moving forward, then I like to swap things out and stuff like that. I've got a few swaps coming up, and a few plants that I'm going to be. People are going to be very kind enough to generate and donate to myself, including dahlias and chrysanthemums and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to growing them this year. But like I say, I've still got some Cornish giants down here. I mean, these are spare ones, so I'll be putting a few of these in. I mean, I've got a few. I've got a couple put aside for Keith Rochester up in Ashington, and I've got a couple put away for Gary Cooper, Geordie Giant Veg. These are the Cornish giants. As you can see, they're ready to be potted on. So look at that. They're getting root bound now. They're getting root bound. So these, I'm gonna have to pot these on, to be honest. I'll find bigger pots and pot them on, and basically give these away. I've been giving them away to other people. What else is there? Nothing else going in here. Sweet corns are ready to go there as well. Sorry, disappear. I'm back. Wanting some stuff up there. I'll show you my sweet corn before I shoot off. Hang on. So there's my sweet corn. Let's get one out there. I need to give these a bit of a drink. So you can see that's desperately needs potting out. So these will be going out to harden off. These are the Incredible. And I've got the ones that Dave gave me. I'll bring these out because they need to be put outside, to be honest. These need to be put outside. So there's the Incredible. Let me grab one down there. There's the Incredible, and Dave's sweet corn. So I've got this sweet corn off a lad called Dave Shaw. You know, he watches the videos, and in fact it's been a little while since I spoke to you, Dave. I'll drop you a if you're not watching. If you're watching, I'll drop you a message tomorrow. See how we are getting on. But yeah, sweet corn that you give us is coming up leaps and bounds. Last year I had a big issue with sweet corn because I couldn't get the bloody thing to germinate. This year, I'm having no such problems at all with that. I mean, the reason it's going yellow here as well is just due to the lack of nutrients in the soil, I believe. Because like I say, it's been in that long and they need to be potted out, to be honest. So that's where they're standing at the moment. And once I get them out, I can get them into the back. So at the moment, I've got 3, 6, 9. I've got nine of Dave's sweet corn there, which will be getting put out in one bed. So we'll be getting put up in one of the beds outside. So the top half will be Dave's sweet corn, then I'll put next one up. They will cross pollinate, but yeah, I've got the space. So there's 9 in there, and there's 8 in there. So 8, 16, 7, so 17 Incredible. So there's plenty there to be going out and getting on with. So these will be going outside tomorrow because it's too cold tonight. I'll be leaving this door open tonight. Just spotted me. Blaze running in there. He's bursting. Bursting at the seams to be let out. So sorry, the clips will come undone. I'll give you a quick look at some of the leaks as well. While I'm here. There's the next one. So this is a Cumbrian leek. You can see it's canny size. It does have some issues of it on it. Don't know if you can see on there. but they are a bit pale and they don't look they're not clean. They're not very clean at all. But I will do better next year with them. But I just want to see what size I can get them. And to be honest, they're all for eating anyway, so it doesn't make no difference to me this year. So yeah, that's one of the Cumbrians. This one here is called an Pendle Improved. So these are the long, thin ones. So in here we'll have the it'll grow tall. In the centre I'll be white. So I'll be sorting them out as well. So my onions, I sowed my onions in January. The quality onions I sowed in January. And they were sown in January, and they're currently so big at the moment. I haven't got any in here to show you. Oh, in fact, I do have some to show you. I'll show you. Hold on. So these ones were sown in January. You can see where I sowed them. I've currently got them in groups at the moment, and this is how they'll be going into the ground. In fact, I'm going to put them down here because they need a drink. Put them ones there. Move them ones to the middle section there. Have to try and remember what's what. Excuse me again. So these ones here are the Mammoth Improved. So these are the white ones. They're just starting to become pencil thick. Ideal time to start either potting on or potting out. Some of these will be going, the ones I've got potted out in the middle of the greenhouse will be going in between the onions I've got in the polytunnel. And these ones here. These ones here at the same stage. These are the red ones. And also starting to see starting to go red there on the bottoms. So they need a drink. So that's getting put in there as well. So as you can see there, that's where they're at the moment. So that's them. So, but I've got all my onions are grown from seed this year. So I'm getting that. I'm seeing what the difference is between the seed and the onions. Now these onions were sown in October, I believe, last year, but due to myself not growing them correctly, not keeping on top of them, and basically the temperatures were wrong and everything, but it's all lessons learned. They've only started growing now, so these have just been potted on not long ago. These are the Peter Glazebrook ones. So that's them ones, and I'm just going to show you the big leek, the big leek I've got, and then I'm going to call it a night. Whoa, you son of a gun, you're heavy. You're heavy, you big beast. So, as you can see there, try to get it across here. So as you can see, that's the big one. That's the big CSX leek. That is going to be going out very soon in the tunnel with the rest of them. So that monster's going out. I am impressed with this one. I think this one's going to do really well. Fingers crossed. I mean, it's not clean, but it is big, so I'm going to get that out rather soon. But I've got tomatoes, I've got all sorts going on in the back there. It's the leek's going to be leek and potato soup, because that's what I like. What the kids like, that's what I like as well. Martin, that leek is pretty much, the other ones have all been put out at the same time. I mean, these ones here, these were all the same size. Like them ones there, they were all the same size. It should be the same size as that one, but that one was left on my sitting room windowsill because it actually got a rust very early in its lifespan, and I noticed that it had a few problems. So I took the flag with the rust off and I put it on the windowsill and forgot about it and just watered it. and well, little Elizabeth watered it. She looked after it until I brought it down here, and it's just absolutely flown. So I think I'll be putting a few leeks on the windowsill next year. Yes, I'm keeping some for seed, Jackie. So the best ones I'll be keeping for seed. That was the whole point in getting them. So I got my own stock. So I'll see how things go, but I'll not be able to get any of these ones, not next year, the year after. But when I went to see Paul Rochester last year, last October, he was very kind, and at the time he gave me a Cumbrian leek for my own seed. I've actually also got my own seed as well, which is from my granddad Dave's pot leek, which I've got in the little greenhouse as well. So I've got all them seed from my granddad's Dave pot leek, and if you haven't seen them, you can check them out in my previous videos. So I'll just grab this last leek, the one I got off Paul. So this one here, this is a Cumbrian. Now what I did was, if you go back to me October video, when I went and collected me giant onions, you'll see this one when I first got it. Okay, and what I did was I snipped all the flags off, put it in some compost at the bottom, and I've just watered it every now and then. What this will do, this will create a seed head. Okay, then that will produce a head for next year. Then I'll be able to get the grass and pips off there. All right, so this is a Cumbrian leek. Cumbrian leek of the guy that grew the largest leek in the world. So I couldn't been any happier when he gave it to the little one. Like I say, proper sound bloke, lovely man. He was very kind in what he did for us. He's seen how even status. He's seen from how I was going on that I was willing to learn, and I believe I have learned over the past few months. And I'm going to take all of that into consideration when it comes to the future and everything, and how I help other people out as well now as well. I mean, like a lot of you I get it on a daily basis, which I do love. People saying how good of a gardener I am and stuff like that. It's not me of how good of a gardener I am, I believe. It's just I've had 10 years experience now. It's over 10 years I've been doing gardening on and off. And just all of the things I've picked up and learned, but the majority of the stuff that I've picked up and learned has only been from the past 3 years since I got this allotment. So I did pick up a few things over the years, but the majority of the stuff that I've learned has just been over the past couple of years. And it's just taking on things, meeting new people, speaking to new people, expanding expand your network. I mean, just since last October, after I won the giant onions on Life at the Allotment, so happened to be it was on the Facebook page, I was introduced to Mark Shepherd. From there, I've met Gary as well, Gary Cooper and Geordie Giant Veg. I've been down and spoken to Paul Rochester and see him. I met Dave, Blue Star Dave. Been down seeing him, and I met through Dave, through YouTube. I met Jeff as well, Jeff Foreman, absolutely fantastic bloke, great, fantastic gardener. Everything's so simple. The way he puts things over and is willing to educate people is fantastic. If you haven't already, head over to his YouTube page and his Facebook group, On the Plot with Jeff Foreman, and have a subscribe to him as well. These guys, of course, I met Keith Rochester, no relation to Paul, up in Ashington there from purchasing the fire. Just speaking to so many people online as well. Just general gardeners as well who's keen to do it, like everybody on here. It's a pleasure to meet as well. I mean, I went and met Paul Mackers the other day, and he was very kind in what he gave me. I'm looking forward to these willy chilies, so we'll see how they grow in the coming season. And when life's complete, yes, that's right. I'm hoping to go down to Malvern this year. To be honest, never heard of it. I'd literally never heard of the Malvern shows up until last year, because I was just in my own little bubble, growing me veg in my garden. I wasn't interested in shows, nothing like that. But hey everybody again, sorry about it, just died, so that is me calling it a night. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I'll keep an eye on this weekend. Like I say, I'll be putting me polytunnel up this weekend. So that's me sorted for this evening. So yeah, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for everybody's comments and everything online tonight as well. So much appreciated. I will be getting on with the rest of the plot this week, but I managed to get them. Sorted out. Yeah, unfortunately, music I'm going to shoot off now because I've got to get back home to the wife. My phone, like I say, my phone's died. I'm going to sort out a new battery for it, so I'm going to get sorted out with that as well. And it's now currently 11:15 at night, so I need to get back home and get sorted out. Okay. So what else is there? So basically, what I got potted on tonight is I got potted on the sweet peppers. I've got 4 or 5 different varieties of them sorted out, done and dusted. And I've also getting on what was also. So I'm getting them on. You've had a look at the leeks, look at the onions. I'm gonna get sorted out with my polytunnel tomorrow morning. My knee is giving us really bad jip at the moment, just from standing in the cold. I have to get this looked at actually. But yeah, I need to get back home, see the missus. This video will be updated, I want to upload it overnight. So if anybody's missed anything, then just you can have a look at it again then. Okay, so thanks everybody for watching, much appreciated. I really enjoyed it once again. Like I say, in the future I'll see if I can get another phone and see if we can get a live stream going on Facebook as well at the same time. Because on Facebook, what we can do is we can get everybody on, get people on there. So if you've got questions, we can get you on and I can say hello face to face as well, which would be pretty sweet, to be honest. I think it would be a good idea, a good way to go. So if you haven't already done so, head over to my Facebook page, Dean's Lost the Plot. I've got a little group on there as well. You can have a like that. Look out for updates on there, and then we'll see how things go over the coming weeks. Okay, but look out for this coming weekend for the update where I'll be putting my polytunnel up, the cover on it anyways. Then I'll start and get the insides and everything done as well. So I'll get the blue up from inside the tunnel, get that on the beds outside. I'll get my main crop potatoes in this weekend as well, and we'll start getting these leeks put into the greenhouse, the polytunnel, sorry. So that leaves space for the middle greenhouse for the sweet peppers and the chilies, because the chilies will need potting into the 3-litre air pots when I get sorted out as well. Also, I've got an update on my giant sunflower as well, so that'll be going in its main pot either this weekend or next week. Good night everybody, I'm shooting off home, I'm at home now, so good night, I'll see you next time, thanks for watching.